And we are the Other People Show. I'm Adam,
And I am Jake.
and it feels like you've been gone for quite some time. What's been going on?
Yeah, and I have been gone quite some time. We went down to Florida for the first time in a year and a half to visit with some friends down there. So I was there
Okay.
for a week, and then went back up through Virginia on the way back, where we did a 48-hour film contest. So we made a movie last weekend,
Okay.
and then now I'm back up here.
Now,
So
I also heard through the California Raisin Grapevine that you and Pippin had been seen. Perhaps I heard. All I'll say is I heard that someone saw you all with headphones on and in front of microphones as they were walking past a window. That's all I'll say.
You know, I would like to just keep my professional and personal life to myself
Okay.
until it's time.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
that's, that's where I'll leave that.
Okay.
Because I know we have a history, and I'm not ready to stoke the fire. So I'll just leave that
Okay.
where
Well, I
that
do
is.
have some good news. As I said a few shows ago, the radio show will be coming back. Um, Either Fridays at 10 p.m. to midnight or Saturdays 10 p.m. to midnight.
That's a
I'm
good
not.
time too.
Yeah, I'm not sure which, but I'm thinking it will be in July.
Nice.
So July is going to be an exciting month. We have Pippa debuting Sunday, July 11th at noon on the Other People Show. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I will, like I said, I will be out of the time zone, but if I can get in on one of those shows, you got to figure out the phone system
Yeah,
because it's
for
always been your
once.
Achilles heel.
Yeah, it has been
Figuring out
totally.
those phones, we could have done so many shows.
Yes, we definitely have to figure those out. So
That guy before us at WEBR, he remember he did his whole show with like some guy on the phone with him.
yeah, yeah, we've always needed the Scorpion back.
Yes, yes.
So
What about you? What have you been up to?
so I have been making some extra money by doing DoorDash over the
Really?
last. I actually did DoorDash earlier today, and I might do it later on this afternoon.
How
But
does
I've
that
been
work?
now. It's the easiest thing ever. So I just go on, and I have the DoorDash app, and you
Okay.
set the zip code to wherever you want to, and it'll give you surrounding areas as well. So since I've just started doing it, you have to schedule a time that you want to dash. So if I want to DoorDash later tonight at 7, I could DoorDash 7 until 9:30 p.m. and choose the region that I want. Click on that. When 7 o'clock arrives, it gives me a notification that anytime that one of the restaurants or even Food City gets a dash, I can accept it, go pick up the item, take it to the person. That's it.
That's it. And you don't have any contact with the people, do you?
Sometimes, like they'll have on the app whether they want to, hand the item to you. You hand the item, or if you leave it on the back deck or at the front door. So there's both of those. But I usually wear
Oh.
the old trusty mascaroo as well.
Nice. Smart.
But yeah, it's I've made well my my friend and I, my producer and I have been doing it. She did it as well, but we have made a grand total of over $100
All
in
right.
maybe 4 days of dashing. So maybe 10 or 12 hours. Maybe it breaks it
Nice.
down and it tells you. So yeah, so
Okay. And plus, you get to be out on the road and you get to see new people. And
you can listen to music. You could actually think of a lot of
yeah,
ideas. It's been beautiful weather.
that's pretty
So
nice.
yeah, and it also on your days off. I mean, you are spending a little money driving, but if you play it right, you're going to make more money than you are on the gas money you'll spend, which is what we've done and calculated. So yeah,
And
it's
you always
worked
have a
out.
car that doesn't burn much gas, too.
Yeah, yep,
Just nice. Oh, that's
So yeah,
cool.
that's what's been going on. Trying to
Nice.
get long-term goals. Now, do you find this is something I'm just thinking of? Is it very hard for you to? Is it difficult for you to have a long-term goal and then get there, or do you? Or once you set your mind to it, you're getting there.
I my biggest thing is I struggle with the details of getting like the smaller, like for me, case in point, always wanted to be a, producer filmmaker, which I just thought like you just do it. Like it just happens. You say, all right, world, here's what I want to do. And then the opportunities start opening up. And then the older I've gotten, the more and more I realize that's not really how that works. You
Right.
have to take little tiny steps in that direction. And I was not
Aware of that.
aware of that. And now that I am aware of that, now I'm getting better at taking little tiny steps. But I'm not good at, I'm more of a big picture person. I get so lost in detail sometimes that I have a few people that are really, really, really good detail people that I bring in with me if I ever
Yeah.
need it, because I just get so lost. But it rarely ever do I have a goal that I've set that I don't like. I'm pretty relentless in chasing it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't take people down, but I'll keep rolling until I get there or get to a
Mm-hmm.
version of it. It's just half of it's trying to figure out how do I even get there? Not even working towards it, but trying to figure out how do I even work towards it.
What's the as far as like okay, you've put in how long has it taken you from the first like the longest goal that you've tried to achieve? The longest length of time between this is when I started the goal and this is where I've met the goal and I've achieved what I set out to do? Or is there one you're still in pursuit that you're not totally satisfied with?
Well, yeah, I mean, there definitely is ones that I'm still in pursuit. I want to direct like a real feature. I directed one feature, but it was really like thrown together, and we
Yeah.
did a great job for what we had because we just didn't know. But now I know what it takes, and
And what you're capable of doing now
yeah,
too.
and I feel like I could do it. It's just taking the steps there. Which step number one is writing a good script.
Yeah.
And so I've started the script, but I've actually worked on one. I did one scene today, but I got to get that script ready because now it's exactly what I want. I just got to get it there. But I think broadcasting was a good example of. I always wanted to get into sports broadcasting. Always wanted to do it, but I'd say for like 10, 15 years I really wanted to do it, but I didn't really know how to chase it. And then finally one day it kind of clicked,
Yeah.
and I started broadcasting, and I said, all right, I want to get on ESPN. I want to be on an ESPN broadcast. It doesn't be, it doesn't have to be the broadcasting version, but like ESPN3 broadcast. And it took me about 4 years, three,
Really.
4 years to get there, which to me, it felt like forever to get
Mm-hmm.
there. But for most broadcasters, I think it was because I was a little older,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I was close to 30. But for most broadcasters, it can take 10 years
Yeah.
to do that, if not more. Some people never make it. But yeah, it's that where it's like, that was probably one of my longest, this the feature film, and then getting on, and then I'm working on another project that I had in my mind for a really, really, really long time, and I'm finally getting around to doing it.
I
So
think
we'll
the
see how
second
that one goes.
feature is the hardest to come by as well.
Yeah.
Just like because like you know what you can achieve now, you know that you can do better than the first. You might have more funds this time, but just like you said, getting the inspiration to write another script because you have to love the script because you're spending the next little bit of your life you and that script, you and those
Mm-hmm.
people that are making that. So if you go into it, unless it's a bigger money movie and you're just doing it for money, we're doing it at this point for the love, for the passion to tell a story, to put a good product together, and to make something
Yeah.
creative. So we're going into it differently than a cash grab as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the first feature that I did, I didn't write it. I was just kind of, I don't want to say I was put in that position, but I kind of put myself in the position to direct it. But it
Yeah.
was somebody else's project, and it was fun. It was great. It was a perfect experience. But after doing that, I realized that I got lucky to have the opportunity to do that. And now, if I'm going to do it again, it's got to be like top notch. Like you can't just mess around, especially if it's your own project and you're trying to
Yeah.
bring in your own money. It's got to be good, and you got to like it. And that's been a big wall that's been put up. I put up is just not chasing ideas because I'm like, oh, this isn't a very good idea. I'm like,
Well,
well,
soon I want to get, you had mentioned it before, is do maybe a slight different version of Virginia Running, maybe a different title, but we could possibly get Andy back as the father in a more in-depth role, or possibly even tell a similar story from his perspective,
I think there's a lot of possibilities there.
and get you to direct it.
I don't know
Or
about that, but there's a lot
Coda
of.
direct it.
Are you
Coda
gonna
direct.
star in it?
No.
What
No.
are you gonna do?
I want to write it. I want you to do some touch ups, and then you and I co-direct it. Possibly.
I don't know. I'll say this. I don't know if you want me to co-direct.
Or
I'm not a good co-director because do you know that like technically, unless you're siblings, you're not allowed to co-direct.
Oh, really? I thought that I'd never heard of any other than just siblings.
I think it's DGA or whatever the Directors Guild.
Yeah.
It's DGA. You are not allowed to co-direct unless you're siblings. That's
Okay.
it.
I mean, I'll change my name if I have to.
There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I tend to take over. That's my problem.
Well, that's something else that I do want to touch upon in another show when we have more time. Now, there's you got to be off in just a few minutes, right?
Yeah, I got about 5 more minutes.
Okay, so I want to tell you something tragic that happened really quickly.
Boy, you always end with something tragic.
Yeah, this is very tragic. Not as tragic as some of the others, but if you've noticed, I've been wearing this hat in a lot of things that I've done lately. So I went to the barber shop the other day and asked for just a little, maybe that much, cut off of my hair. So this is going to be the reveal of what it's like. Look at this.
Oh,
look at this mess.
My gosh.
Messing up behind my ear.
Wow, you don't even look like the same person.
What was that?
I said you don't even look like the same person.
It's horrible.
That is the shortest
It's terrible.
cut I've ever seen. How did that happen?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I'm sitting in there.
Did he think that you just wanted this much?
Now looking back, maybe so. Maybe so.
Don't do this again because
No. So she did that. I didn't have my glasses on. So she was like, "How does that look?" And I said, "Looks okay." I give her a $6 tip. She's super friendly.
Yeah.
I go into the car, put on my glasses, and I'm like, look in the rear view.
What the
Oh, no.
heck?
We were supposed to shoot something the next day. I thought, I can't shoot like this. There's no possible way. I mean, my head looks like an egg. You could just put an egg here, and it looks like an egg.
You just got to embrace the hat game.
Yeah. This is the only hat that I have.
This is less than half of the hats that I have that I wear on a normal basis.
This is the only hat that I have. I had 2, but one went MIA. So I bought these hair and nail vitamins in a big bottle yesterday. So I've eaten about 26 of them in about 2 hours.
How's that worked out for you?
I think my hair has not grown much at all.
No. Did you really buy hair vitamins?
Yes. Yes. Nails and hair. Yeah, biotin.
Oh, the nails.
Nails and hair, because I couldn't just find the hair. The gummy ones. I bought them earlier today.
I used to take hair shampoo. I used to put hair shampoo that was supposed to make your hair grow back.
See, you can pull that look off though. You look stylish. You look mature. You look classic, debonair. I look like an egg.
You got to go all or nothing. Wait. Yeah.
I think so.
It's whatever that is. You just shave the whole thing off.
But see, without the hat, you had no clue. I look relatively like I normally do, but with the hat off, I've slept in this hat.
I think it's wig time.
think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Week time.
So you want to just do, we didn't get into any of the questions, but you want to do any final thoughts today?
No, it's good to be back.
It feels like it's been a while. I'm glad that you're back, and I'm glad that we got a brand new setups thanks to StreamYard.
Yeah.
We
did a 48, and usually the 48s that we do start on Friday and go till Sunday night, but this one started on Thursday and went till Saturday night, which is nice because then you get the weekend.
Right.
You got one day of the weekend to kind of catch up, but sucks because you film on Friday and there's nobody available, plus your Thursday night's gone. So pluses and minuses, but it's good to be back.
Yeah,
really
I'm glad.
I apologize for my absence.
That's okay. It's understood. Now we do have a show. I think we're going to be doing the late date tomorrow night, midnight. I'm going to be shooting with some people Saturday on Pippin episode 2. We have 2 other standalone sketches that we're going to try to film in the next little bit. And starting back up, now I don't know. I'm going to have to get with you and talk to some other people, but I might change the name of the radio show once again. You know,
I'm interested to hear what your ideas are.
Yeah, and also, whenever you get time, I hope you're able to put together a podcast. I'm going to push you on it. I think you will do good.
Keep pushing me on it.
Even if it's 15 minutes. Have you listened to Andy's podcast?
No, I haven't listened to it.
It's tough. It's only 30 minutes, and I feel just try to listen. See what you think.
All right. Where do you listen to it?
Just on Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's a good show. Everyone, please check out the other people's show on YouTube. Go to King Network TV, and also if you're on Roku or Fire Stick, just download the app, King Network TV on there. Check us out. And we're going to have some new stuff. So thanks, everyone. Jake, always a pleasure.
Yes. Thanks for revealing that haircut for us.
Yes.
That's right the highlight of my day.
All right, man. Have a good one.
See you next week.
See ya.